It's the 19th of August, and this is the Weekly Spread.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason and this is Rick, and welcome again to the Weekly Spread.
Hey guys, how are we?
Okay, this is the show where we talk about some of the news stories that we thought were worth talking about each week. And obviously we'll be talking about movies, streaming, gaming and music. Rick, it's been an interesting week.
Certainly has. I think we've got a lot.
Culture.
Yeah, there's a lot going on this week, so I think we'll...
I don't think we'll muck around. I think we'll get straight into the movies.
Let's do it.
All right, movies. Well, I think the biggest news came out. It was a bit of a slow news week in movies, Rick. But I think the biggest news actually came out today. And that was the announcement, and this was reported by The Hollywood Reporter, that Billy Elliot, the director of Billy Elliot, has been in talks to direct an Obi-Wan KENOBI film.
Oh, wow.
Well, that is huge news. It's been long rumoured throughout the Star Wars fan base that they would make a movie with Ewan McGregor, who was obviously one of the highlights of the prequel films in the much maligned prequel films. So it is really, I think, exciting news because personally, as a Star Wars fan, and I know a lot of Star Wars fans out there, Rick, they would be pretty positive about having that kind of standalone story and see what happened to Obi-Wan Kenobi in the time of, obviously, in hiding from the Revenge of the Sith till he comes across Luke in episode 4. So there's a lot of potential there to talk a lot of good stories.
So this one doesn't follow for what's going on?
No, this will be a standalone. This won't be part of the normal sequels. This will be like a spin-off story. Very much like Rogue One.
Okay, nice. Very
excellent. Nice. Fantastic. The next bit of news I think was worth talking about is actually very sad news. And certainly it's always terrible when you're talking about someone passing away, but a female stunt driver unfortunately was killed while working on the set of Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I saw this. Horrific.
Yeah, look, she basically, it was a failed motorcycle crash that she had to do.
Yeah.
I know they rushed her to hospital, but she was unable to survive the incident. It's a really shocking thing, and I think it's worth highlighting too because, you know, we watch all these action films and we go, wow, they risk their lives every day, stunt people, just so we can go, that was cool, and then move on.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think certainly the hearts go out to the family and everyone that knew her and loved her. Certainly sad news, and just to remind you, say thank you to those stunt people. When you see a giant stunt on film, just appreciate that people put their bodies on the line for it.
So true, very true. Yeah,
absolutely.
It's not all just CG. So there's movies that are still doing stunt people.
Absolutely, and there are some really great movies. Mission Impossible, obviously, you know, Tom Cruise does a lot of his own stunt. He's actually been injured this week too, and they've halted production on Mission Impossible 6.
Not the face.
Yeah, no, the face. He's certainly looked after that. So I'm sure he'll be surrounded plenty of Thetans to help him out get through that.
There you go.
All right, and the last bit of news I got this week, which is kind of an interesting bit of news because it kind of harkens back to my childhood a little bit. One of the films I loved growing up and watching was Gremlins. And I loved Gremlins as a kid because
that movie.
It was like... it had puppets, it had that little bit of Jim Henson feel to it, but at the same time, it was fucked up. I mean, there's some messed up shit that happens in that film, and I loved it. It was creepy, it was scary, and it was weird. And basically, they were saying today that Chris Columbus, who was involved in the original, who wrote the original, has actually written another sequel. So he didn't write the second movie, Gremlins 2, which I also love as well.
That was all right.
He's written Gremlins 3, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I think it's probably the right time to bring out a third Gremlins. So what's the time difference?
Well, it was 80...
Well, 84 was the original, 89 was the sequel.
So there you go. I mean, that's a long time.
It is a long time. It is absolutely a long time. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you really wanted to get into it, those Mogwais lived for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that, but there's potential to have fun. There was something, there was something highly disturbing about that film, but also quite innocent in its own way. So certainly, it looks like it's going to be geared up at Warner Brothers, and hopefully, you'll never know. I'll get back to relive my childhood again because it seems we remake or sequelise everything from the 80s. But certainly Gremlins 3 would be one I'd be interested
It'd be interesting to see. I mean, it's just the time frame. It's been such a long time.
But they do that with everything.
I know.
I mean, that's why going to be almost 11 years before the sequel.
There's a lot of movies that haven't worked out because of that long time frame, and that's the only concern that I have. I mean, I love Gremlins. It's a great movie, and I just want to know which way they're going to go, what direction they're going to go. Are they going to still use that sort of puppet type Gremlins, or are they going to go CG?
No. Well, they've actually stated that it will be puppets.
Keep it. Oh, see, that's awesome.
And they'll only use the CG to, get rid of some wires and stuff.
No, but that's cool.
Clean up. But it'll absolutely be the puppets.
Then that's
same design, same everything.
No, that's cool.
It's going to be a true sequel. So that's all I've got to talk about that I felt like talking about movies this week. Rick, I think it's time to talk
streaming.
All right,
guys, let's get straight into it because we've got a bit to cover in streaming. But the big news today, Friday the 18th of August on Netflix, Marvel's The Defenders has been launched today. Super pumped for this. I know Jace is super pumped for this. If you guys are a fan of Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, you've been watching those standalone shows, they all come together in this. So, super excited. I'll be watching this all weekend. I've been watching this for sure.
Yeah.
There's only 9 episodes.
I thought it was 8.
Sorry. No, sorry, you're right. Yeah, there's only 8 episodes and they're about an hour long.
Question, Rick. I haven't actually seen Iron Fist.
Right, yep.
Do you think that I should be watching Iron Fist before watching this?
It's probably definitely worth watching Iron Fist. Daredevil, when it first came out, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, the first season and the second season were amazing. Love Jessica Jones. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Luke Cage was mediocre for me.
The first half was magnificent. The second half
I just felt it was a bit... And then watching... I don't want to spoil too much here. You haven't seen Iron Fist, but I just thought Iron Fist was maybe a little bit weak for me.
Yeah. But if you imagine, if he's just there as a character, is it really super important that I... see it? I think
probably not.
Yeah.
But I think they're just
the completest.
They're waiting for it all to come together, and then I think it's just gonna. So I got high expectations for this.
Well,
I'm
really
really
been a big buzz on it. I know,
there is
a
huge buzz for
this. Are very, very good.
So
fantastic.
It's on there. Let's jump over to Stan. Now this is obviously for Australian viewers. We've got a show that is just been released, season 2. It's a Logie-nominated smash hit, which is, I guess, what's the
our version of the Emmys.
Our version of the Emmys. Yeah. And it's an Aussie series that airs at six episodes, and they're about 30 minutes each episode.
Okay.
So the whole season's on there. It's called No Activity. It's basically, for the American viewers who are watching us, it's basically the Australian version of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it's a comedy Aussie show.
Great.
So,
okay.
Something worth watching. If you like that Australian humour, you might not get it if you're not from Australia, but yeah, it's definitely worth a watch.
Brilliant.
For sure. And over to Foxtel, we're looking at they've just released as same day as the US season 5 of Ray Donovan.
Oh, excellent
which
show.
is awesome. Fantastic show. We all know about Ray Donovan. 8:30 on Tuesdays on the Showcase channel, starring Liev Schreiber, if I'm pronouncing that right. Liev Schreiber. Yeah. So people who don't know who Ray Donovan is a fixer of Hollywood's elite. He's the go-to guy that the city celebrities, athletes, and business moguls call to make their problems disappear.
Ah, okay. So
very cool show.
Like Mr. Wolf from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Very cool show, and Lee Schreiber is just as amazing in it. And that's it for streaming, guys. So let's get into
gaming. To be honest with you guys, there's not a lot of news out there. So what I'm going to touch on this week isn't the biggest news, but certainly it's worth having a chat about. The first story really centres around the pre-orders for the Xbox One X. Will be coming out soon. That's basically the Xbox One supercharged.
Oh, okay, yeah.
More graphical power, all the bells and whistles. So it's highly anticipated. I know that the big hardcore Xbox One fans are probably jumping at the pre-order. So that's being released this, coming up very, very shortly. The other big news, I suppose, in gaming comes from Nintendo, actually. Nintendo is really hitting back in a big bad way now, Rick.
Okay.
They've had certainly some misfires with their consoles previously.
Yep.
The Wii U was a bit of a failure, hence so was the GameCube. But this Nintendo Switch, Stella's got a groove back because this thing is selling by the millions. So it's now outselling per month average more than PS4 or Xbox One.
Wow.
Yeah, and
shit.
I think I've spoken about this before. What I love about Nintendo is the fact that it is a pure alternate version of gaming in a way, because of the games always stand out to be so different from the Xbox One and the PS4. So
nice.
Certainly, great news for Nintendo Switch. That means we'll get lots more innovative, different kind of colourful games coming out. I look forward to that.
Yeah, sounds good.
Absolutely. I suppose the only news I want to report this week is if you own a PS4, one of the great things the PS4 do with their online scenario is they give away free games every month. So there's a couple of really great free games out at the moment that are worth, that you can download now for free and play. One of them is Just Cause 3. Now, Just Cause 3 is so much fun. It is really hard edge, it's fast, and it's massive open world Grand Theft Autos type of game.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So if you're into that type of stuff, Just Cause 3 is just so much fun.
And it's free
to download.
It's free. So who doesn't like free stuff?
Absolutely. The other game that they've also released this month too is the standalone Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, which is basically a standalone story set after the events of Black Flag. All right, so that's another game out there. Me with the Assassin's Creed, they've had some absolute phenomenal games, but they've also produced some crap, I'll be honest with you, in that franchise. And not a favourite of mine. I don't think I'll download it, but it's there for those guys who absolutely love Black Flag. And that's all I've got in gaming, mate.
Nice.
Let's talk some music.
Let's talk music, guys. All right. Big news for music at the moment that just came through. It's been a couple of weeks now. If you guys have watched the Late Late Show with James Gordon, he does a show on there called Carpool Karaoke.
Oh, that clip he does. Yeah. I've seen a heap of them.
Yeah, so basically it's him. He's driving. He has to get to work, and then he needs to get in. He needs to get into the carpool lane. So he gets a celebrity to come in. Apple Music have taken that show and moved it over to Apple Music, and they've broadened the range of celebrities doing it now.
Okay.
So you'll be able to watch the episodes on Apple Music, but there is a cost involved. I'm not too sure how much.
Apple.
So that series actually debuted on August 8th. That started. So the new episodes for the Carpool Karaoke, the season was available on Apple Music every Tuesday. Starting in August. The stars include John Legend, Alicia Keys, and the latest one, August 15th episode, was the Metallica episode. So I've seen probably little bits of it. Yeah, there's bits on the web, but to actually see the full show, you've got to subscribe to Apple Music, and
Oh, that's cool, man.
So that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Okay, big news in the way of Pink. We were going to talk about this last week, but we just can't cover everything. So big news is Pink will be receiving the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award at this year's MTV VMAs.
So that's like She's Awesome award kind of thing.
Pretty much. It's obviously an award that they honour Michael Jackson on behalf of his name, so she's getting the award. That airs on August 27th, so that's on a Sunday in America. So here it will be on the 28th on Foxtel on a Monday. That's how it usually goes.
So it's going to be on Foxtel here.
On Foxtel, yeah. So
brilliant.
The 37-year-old Pink is touring at the moment. She will be performing at the VMAs as well, so check that out. And she has released her new single, which is playing everywhere on the radio, What About Us?
Yeah.
And she kicks off her new album, which will be released on October 13th, which is called Beautiful Trauma.
Yeah.
Like I said, she is touring. She is coming back to Australia, but she just has not released the dates yet.
Wow.
I've seen Pink twice here in Australia, and she's just phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's a really awesome concert to go to. Love her. I reckon she's a great performer.
She's a hell of an entertainment, and clearly very busy by the looks of it.
Yeah, flat out. So we'll keep you up to date with that. And then lastly, this came across, which I thought was really, really funny. Madonna celebrated her 59th birthday. That's one thing that blew me away.
Wow, she's 59,
59. She doesn't look 59 if you see photos of Madonna.
Yeah, wow.
But she celebrated her 59th birthday yesterday. And obviously, as Madonna does in style, she decides to have a bit of a birthday bash. So what does the pop icon decide to do? She decides to have a bit of a sing-along to her own songs. Yeah. So she decided to sing her 2012 hit B-Day. And she couldn't remember the words to that song. So whether or not she's getting too old or it's too much alcohol,
we don't know. She may have been drunk at the time.
Who knows, but someone actually recorded it and they posted it online. Yeah, they posted. Some nice friends of hers recorded it, posted it online. So, yeah, go check it out. And that's it for music, guys.
Well, that's it for the show this week, guys. It was pretty quick, but, you know, we like to be efficient. We like to get the news to you guys as quick as we can. And certainly, we now want your feedback. We want you to talk to us. We want to communicate with you. We want to craft the show that you want to see and that we can deliver for you. So, Rick, how do they do that?
So, guys, if you like what you saw and you want to comment, please comment down below. Also, hit that like button for us and subscribe as well. We'd love you to subscribe. And follow us all on our social media websites as well. We're always up to date with different news and everything else. So, please follow us, guys. We really appreciate it.
Well, that's it. And until next week, this has been The Weekly Spread.